Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to my handle. Come on in. I'm going to be giving you messages for August of 2025. Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Noders, please come in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching me. Come on in. Okay, that was pretty nice for a good morning. Well, it's morning here, but whenever it is for you. Yeah, I've already called in everybody's spirit guides and angels and ancestors and ascended masters and all of that. So we're really just show me what I need to see, please. And thank you. This is for Gemini. I hope everybody has been doing well. Yeah, North Noders. There we go. Ha ha, I love it. Expansion. Yeah, I like it. There you are. Some people are on their spiritual paths, living with purpose. Others are finding it. I like it. Show me. Someone is. Need 3 more. We have desert and solitariness. Someone could be on their own now or feeling like it, maybe. Okay. North Noders usually are in a lot of alone time, right? They do a lot of soul searching. They do a lot of spiritual works, I guess. So it kind of makes sense there. Wildness and electricity. Number 36 for those who care. I like that card. Yeah, it's like electricity, right? So it's like, wow. I don't know. I'm getting a wow feeling from that. All right. We'll see. Wildness. Huh. Okay. Whoops. The biome and connection, number 44. Yeah, the earth, the planet. I like it. And we are all connected. So it makes sense. Something about the biome, the connection of things, the connection of relationships, maybe. All right, so I'm gonna pull a couple of these. We'll get a bunch of these for the vibe, and then I'm gonna get into my tarot. Show me what I need to see. Okay, first one is tree fort. Somebody has a tree fort. I know a lot of times when I had a hard time in the past, anyway, I would go to this certain place that I called my tree fort. It wasn't a tree fort at all, but that's what I called it. So, but you can take it as it is. Maybe somebody really does have a cool tree fort or something. Divination. Nice for my North Noders. Yeah, somebody's looking into this. Maybe they're starting to learn it. Maybe some of you, the North Noders, are spiritual advisors or tarotists or mystic. Some people may use tea leaves or crystal balls. Everybody's different. Not everybody has to use tools either. So, hidden secrets. This is going to be crowning you for a few weeks anyway. So that's hidden. Are we hiding our spirituality? That's not being on your spiritual path. Maybe not flaunting it, right? but something's hidden. Is it your secrets or is it theirs? Hi, everybody. Hi, you will like yourself. Hello, welcome. Everybody popping in and out. Hi, Joe. Hi, yeah. Okay, so anywho, back to this, yeah. 2 more, please. One on the bottom is victory, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. I like it. I'm feeling good about that card. We're going to find out. Hidden secrets, divination, tree fort, victory, and outdoors. Some of you may need to get outdoors more often. Walk barefoot and ground. Get those plastic sole shoes off your feet, right? That's one of the biggest barriers are our own shoes that we wear, right? So we got to take them off and ground. Feel the vibration from the earth, right? I have a new deck here called Nicola Sicoli. I'm going to use it. This is the first time I'm using it this week, so please bear with me as I figure out these cards. Now, for some reason, all the cards are feminine, but it doesn't mean you don't forget to flip-flop your energies and genders each and every time you feel fit, right? I'm thinking this is King of Pentacles, something about a Taurus. There's a big bull here. Somebody about money. Somebody has money. Maybe they're working. They're just doing really well with their money. Something about that. Tree fort and North Node right over that. And expansion. Okay. We're expanding our minds. This one was first. 5 of Swords. Yeah. Divination. This is kind of brutal. This is like, I'm kind of almost getting the 5 of Wands vibe out of this, but I'm getting, besides the cruelty and brutality, hurting people's feelings, fighting, arguing, stress, or something of that, and something about the desert and solitariness right over that. Hi, everybody. Show me. This one was first. 7 of Pentacles down, 7 of Cups down. Hidden secrets. Somebody. This might have been a bad investment for somebody. Hidden secrets. Might have been a bad investment. I can see her like spider legs there with something about the community or a bunch of people maybe. Something's hidden. We didn't manage things well. Maybe it was bad counsel or what. We're not sure yet. We're going to find out. 7 of Cups down. Victory. Yeah, somebody, there's no illusion anymore. There's a victory there. The masks have come off, or you can see right through it, or something like that. That's the hope, fear, challenge, and homework anyway. So we're going to find out. And this is closure, moving on, the world. Something about outdoors and connection, right? This is about happily ever after, possibly, maybe closed doors, moving on, the end, sayonara, whatever that is to you. There's a lot of karma in that card. It's kind of a Scorpio card I'm getting. Scorpio energy, but it doesn't have to be for you. It's just what I'm picking up, though. 6 of Swords, Tree Fort. Yeah, that's the place that you go to get out of the chaos, right? Out of the storms. Your little place that, maybe you have a reading nook. Maybe you have a place where you like to just do your thing. Maybe some of you are crafters and you have, you just like to be alone in your crafting. Anywho, it's getting out of the storms with King of Pentacles right over it. This could be a very stubborn energy being with the bull there under her skirt. So somebody's very bullheaded. 6 of Cups here. Yeah. Divination. This could be bad memories, PTSDs, trauma, CPTSD, complex post-traumatic disorder. What that means is things that have happened hundreds or even thousands of times, like in your life when you're being emotionally abused, mentally abused, any of that abuse situation, and the cruelty of it. Somebody's using divination maybe to find their way through or to figure it out. We have the Knight of Swords. This is dead center in the reading. This is a brutality card, but it's also a fast movement card. So not necessarily brutality. You're going to have to place it. And there's a lot of Gemini scenarios out there, right? So yeah, but quick. Something's coming in fast. The hidden secrets that, maybe not have been such a good investment. We shouldn't, or something. 3 of Cups down, party's over. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. And there's a victory there for you. Something around, when you're in the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, right? It's symbolizing like things that never change, keeps going around and around and around with the illusionary kind of thing. So in a sense, I'm getting like Norm on Cheers. He's always on the same bar stool, never changes. But in the same sense, this could just mean like we don't want a gathering. We don't really want some sort of meeting or something, possibly, but we're going to find out more in a second. Now we have the Queen of Clubs. Yep, taking action. Glowing up and showing up. I feel like she's listening to her guides in this picture, male or female. I don't give a shit. Something about the outdoors, right? And the connection of things, right? That's right under the world card. So yeah, taking charge, changing direction, maybe closing doors, opening new doors, things like that. Yeah, if you look here, this is the nightmare situation, right? She's reading a story and then that thing's in the right. So her imagination, it's like a nightmare. Yeah, this is in the past to present. Getting out of the storms, managing money. Okay, my kitties are freaking out. So if you hear them in the background, that's what it is. 5 of Cups. Very disappointing. We got a few 5s here now. 2 of them anyway, I should say. 2. Yeah, very disappointing. There could be some loss here. I feel like a sense of like a stalemate. I don't know how in the world I'm getting that out of this card. Or maybe like it's a very, could be confusion. Feel like it's loss and disappointment, the bad memories of it all, whatever that is to you. Oh, Ace of Cups down. Yeah, there's no love here, or it's being turned down or something. This is crowning you under hidden secrets. Maybe you're not really telling everyone your feelings. Things are moving fast. But it's about filling your own cup, right? What makes you happy, right? So this is the Queen of Swords. You touch my cake, off with their heads. Or something, I don't know. But Queen of Swords is very in their truth, right? Should they be pushed? Sure, off with their heads. Yeah. So it's not funny. There's no more games, right? Or that's what it's about. I don't know what that is. Somebody sees through the illusion. Maybe you learned the hidden secrets, or of a hidden secret, some of you. All right, I got an extra, so we're going to take it. I think it was this one first. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, collaboration. The connection of things. Yeah, maybe with three people, possibly. You know, threes are always a representative of three. So this was the extra card, the High Priestess down. Somebody doesn't like that you're tapping into divination, or they're confused about it, or they're just trying to find out. Somebody else here, on the other hand, somebody may be very against this. You know, they don't like it. They don't know better, you know, because it's all hidden knowledge that they have purposely kept from us through this time, you know, over, you know, hundreds and even thousands of years, right? Three of Swords down. It's betrayal, but I feel like it's happened before, or heartache. It already happened. It's still looming. Maybe we're trying not to um, break someone's heart. That would be nice if we, you know, that means there's empathy there, if that's the case. All right, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna use my Viking deck. I don't know the name of it. I just call it that because you'll see why. It's pretty obvious. The moon. Mm-hmm. There's the hidden secrets, the fears, maybe. You know, things are not as they seem, possibly. Tree fort, right? Somebody's taking action. I feel maybe going in their tree fort and really going within, possibly. The North Noders, my higher vibrationals. It's all about the hidden secrets and whatever that means to you. All right, hold on. Nine of Swords, Four of Pentacles reversed, Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's we have Nine of Swords twice here, by the way. Oh, do we? No, we have Nine of Wands and Nine of Swords. It is a nightmarish situation. There could be a lot of anxieties going on out there. Possibly nail biting, right? I've never been there before. Yeah, but the Five of Swords is right next to it. Mm. This cruelty and brutality is a fucking nightmare for somebody. That what they've caused, right? Trying to let it go, hidden secrets, trying to move on. From the Seven of Pentacles down. They haven't been working on their own garden, their own life, right? Putting the time and energy into it. Somebody's trying to let it go. The truth is here. Clarity is here, right? This could be epiphanies, right? Victory right over this. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. It's a double-edged sword. It could be a truth bomb type of a vibe here. Mm-hmm. Of people that have not taken care of their own self or their own life or whatever you want to say. Show me. Eight of Wands down. Yeah, there's no communication, closed doors. The world is right next to it. Something about outdoors. Somebody may love the outdoors, which we should be outdoors way more often than we are anyway. Even if you are outdoors, you need more outdoors. So it's, you know, Seven of Cups down again. Yeah, this is these secrets are coming out. The hidden lies, the whatever that shade was, the masks are coming off. Somebody's finding their true north. They're getting out of the storms. They're getting out of the rough waters and the hard times, right? Seven of Swords. Yeah, this is definitely some sort of mental illness being highlighted here. More than likely narcissism. Mm, yeah, with the bad memories and the trauma and the tribulations that we've been through, right? Nine of Swords right over it. Somebody's, yeah, I feel like some people can't sleep at night. You know, they're tossing and turning. They got a lot on their mind, possibly from all of this. Yeah, this is the year of the Death card, and it's called a number 9 year and a Justice year. But we have to get through the transformation of the Death card, right? And rebirth. We have to let go of all of whatever was ailing you. Some people might want to look into therapy. I know when I went to therapy, I was diagnosed in 2018, I think it was, PTSD and CPTSD. So Once I learned that, it changed my world. It changed everything. Took me a long time to process it and to really understand it. But now that I do, I've grasped it and I've healed from it. So, but finding the right doctor, I know, is always the issue. We got to find someone that we connect with personally so we can, that is a thing. Page of Swords here, down with the Knight of Swords. Somebody doesn't, I feel like they're really not standing in their truth, whatever that means. But I feel this is a young energy, like being a page, even though it's reversed. No more gossip, no more spying for some people, maybe, right? The brutality of it all, the quickness, that's the narcissist, that's the gaslighting, right? You got to be on your feet because it's, once somebody gaslights you, it puts you into confusion, and then you're like, and that's their job, narcissists, to confuse and to hurt, and it's their job ultimately. It all trickles down to that, it's really too bad. It is definitely a disorder, a mental disorder. It's being highlighted on this planet. Our planet's being ran by narcissists, psychopaths, and sociopaths. It's scary, but it's true. The elite, the Illuminati, all of them, it's fucking sick, right? Hierophant down. Now we have the High Priestess down and the Hierophant down. Now, in one case, I feel like this could be divorce or separation, hope, fear, challenge, or homework, right? They could be against this belief system, possibly, but the truth is here. Ace of Swords is right over it. All right. The truth is here. They don't want to see it. Party's over. Too bad, so sad. They need to see it. Truth is truth. It'll always prevail. When you're looking at something that is in its purest truth, right? You can't dismantle that because it's truth. You can't. It's just like I don't know how else to explain that, right? I need a bunch of cards, please. Something about that. Somebody feels like they're on their own, or could be. It's about stability, being anchored and grounded. I heard that beep in the background from that car. That could be a validation for somebody. Hold on, I got the Eight of Swords down. Yeah, getting out of the mental chaos, right? Something about the outdoors. It's always good for the soul, yeah? Getting out of the confusion, right? Here's the truth. There is no more confusion, right? That's what that means. High Priestess up. Ding, 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 ding. Nice. This is about somebody that has some ancient knowledge under their belt. Hi, everybody tapping in and out. Yeah. But I do feel like someone, because I have divination, 2 High Priestess, the Hierophant down. This is definitely a spiritual, someone out there could be going through spiritual warfare, which is a very real thing, people. I'm living, breathing proof of it. It is a real thing. Mind control is a real thing on this planet. It's terrible. It's way more than you even realize. It comes down to everything in our lives. But anywho, yeah, I don't feel like there's any love there. There's no passion. We have 2 aces down right next to each other. Hidden secrets right over it. Somebody doesn't want to know maybe how they feel. They don't feel it's emotionally fulfilled. They either don't want to tell them, or they don't want to hurt their feelings, or or it's very brutal, because I have the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Cups. Somebody doesn't want a new beginning, possibly. Letting it go, letting go of the lies and possible betrayals and heartache, right? The traumas, the tribulations of it all, making things harder than they should be, Ooh, that's something right there. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Somebody's making it harder than it should be. Maybe overthinking, possibly. Can't argue or fight anymore. It's about the chaos ending, right? Yeah. A lot of fives on this table. Very, they don't mesh well, kind of thing. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework, the brutal truth of it. But there is clarity. I feel like people are really starting to see the masks are coming off. All right, one more and we can move on. I gave me two. Yeah, and the sun on the bottom of the deck. That's a great card to get. It is. It's about, popularity. It's about really good relationships, just feeling the sun, feeling good, right? I love that card. So that's what these cards are about, or exposure. It could be exposure, right? Nine of Wands, somebody just wants to give up or they don't have any more fight in them, right? Something about outdoors and connecting to the planet Earth. I can't make this shit up, right? The biome connection. Yeah. About everything. The whole, yeah. Page of Wands. Somebody has some piss and vinegar under their belt. This is another page, another childlike behavior, but this one's kind of spontaneous and excited and, they're like a go-getter. I feel that's the word I just heard, like a go-getter. All right, and somebody doesn't have any passion here. They don't really, there's no love there. It's not fulfilling them anymore. All right, now I'm going to switch to my Defiance deck. I have the Eight of Pentacles that came right out. These are lessons to be learned, right? We're learning these lessons through time. The more we do something, the better we get at it. Yeah. Expansion, North Node. Somebody could be working a lot right now. Oops, I forgot this one. The Empress. Nice. Queen of Queens. Yeah, nice. This is a very gracious, loving, abundant energy as well. Maybe motherhood is suggested here, possibly. There's a lot of moms in this world. Something about divination and the desert. Okay. Feeling the desert, feeling the emptiness, maybe. Okay. Feeling the emptiness. The Hierophant again. Ding, 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 ding. Wow. The High Priest, male or female, right? It's about marriage, contracts, yeah, lessons. Somebody's trying to teach something. The Hierophant is a teacher, right? The hidden secrets, trying to dive into divination and find the puzzle pieces of it all. Well, I'll tell you, the information is out there. I personally did this myself. I couldn't believe, but now in today's day and age with Aquarius and the web and everything, the answers are out there. You got to start watching programs, obviously, that are more truthful type. There are programs out there, believe it or not, that don't spread false news and all that, believe it or not, right? But finding these pieces and putting them together to make yourself feel better and to figure it out, I like it. The life force of everything. Look at her belly button connected to those plants there. And I like the moon, how it's shining that ray, but it is the hidden secrets kind of thing. But this person's looking forward, hope, fear, challenge, and homework, waiting on your harvest. The truth is here. There is a victory for you. I like it. Five of Pentacles down. Now we do have no, we just have, okay, we have almost all the fives out. Hold on. Let me see if they are all out. No, but we have the wand, the cup, and the pentacle here. All right, so yeah, somebody could have been homeless or something in the past, or they don't want to be, or something like that. Somebody's feeling left out, could be a very disabling energy, but this is looming as well because it's reversed. It's like it's something that, look at, they're trying to sneak by and that eye is watching them. They know they're left out. They know. Something about the outdoors. I feel like somebody really doesn't want to let go. But this could be guilt. It could be shame. Getting over it, all of the hurt, the pain of it, just the brutality of the way people are. If people are mean-spirited, mean-spirited people suck. What the fuck? They just cause so much shit on this earth. They don't even realize it. I feel like somebody's trying to avoid the pain, but it already happened. It's been a while. It's still looming. That's why it's reversed. I have the three of, didn't I have the three now? Three of Cups down. Yeah, the heartache, the heartbreak, the pain. You're getting out of troubled waters, or somebody's trying to. The World again. Ding 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 ding. Door closed. Moving on. Sayonara. See you later. Empress right above this, and divination. This is a very scorpionic feeling I'm feeling here. And you know what I learned? I learned that everyone has Scorpio in their chart somewhere. I never knew that until recently. I thought that was pretty interesting. So it, could be anybody. Page of Pentacles down. Yeah, they're planting bad seeds, or they don't want to put any more time or effort into it. It's one or the other, or both. It depends on everybody. But yeah, it's like something stopping. The intent of the cruelness is stopping. People need to, it needs to come to a stop. Too much has been done. That's what I heard. Too much has been done. It's about the aggression, right? Stopping the immaturity. All right. That's dead center in the reading with hidden secrets right over it. And the Hierophant. Okay. So I feel like this Hierophant type High Priestess vibe is onto something. Keep digging. Keep looking for those puzzle pieces. You'll find it. You'll find it. But you really got to keep at it, right? Because there's a lot. Everyone's life, right? Things were seriously hidden from people on purpose, right? Breaking chains, right? Breaking behavioral patterns, addictions, right? There's a victory there. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. I like it. But very against this High Priest. The party's over. Yeah, party's over. Moving on. Could be poverty. Somebody, somebody may not have very much because this is abundance. Lack. Somebody's in lack, right? Feeling better, though, however, of these energies. Five of Swords down again. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, you can't attack this person anymore. Or whatever it is. The High Priestess is in town. Yeah, it's a nightmare situation, all right. Somebody's in their tree fort doing a lot of thinking. And I'm almost feeling like the hermit vibe, like, solitariness, going deep within, thinking, researching, trying to find the answers. All right. Give me a few more cards here. Where are we going with this, Spirit? Temperance. Oh, wait, we got one under that. Yeah. There's the nail biter. It's a nightmare. We're all going through it. It's very disappointing. Somebody feels very weak. Maybe very timid. Very timid. And then here, the Earth Angel. Somebody's an Earth Angel. My star seeds out there. It's about healing and balance, patience, right? I hate that patience word. I know how that is. I'm a Scorpio and I have no patience, and it's really like a test sometimes. But being patient, however, is the key. So remember that. All right, Queen of Pentacles. We have King and Queen of. We have a lot of kings and queens on the table here, and Hierophants and High Priestess, like divine counterparts, right? Yeah, Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing and caring, right? Good with resources. There's a victory here. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Breaking these chains, right? Breaking chains and taking names, right? Breaking chains and taking names. Somebody may be planning a camping trip outdoors. That's cool. That just came to me. Feeling better about all of this. There's really nothing to fear when you're healing. I know so many people are so scared, but what is to be scared of healing? It's like when you have a Band-Aid and you take the Band-Aid off and it doesn't really hurt, but it, you feel it. That's what it is. You're just feeling through it to get out of it with the intent of leaving it behind, right? You're always going to have the memories, but the pain and the chaos and I like it. The magician making things happen, the creator. Yeah, the one who creates. That's you. Outdoors. I like it. It's about alchemy and making magic. But somebody here, oops, all right, doesn't want to hear it. Talk to the hand. Somebody wants to not deal with it. They don't. I don't know. They don't want to deal with their own stuff, maybe because they're just not working on themselves. They don't feel like they need to. I don't know. That's going to be different for everybody. I'm going to give you a Hidden Realms oracle here. And we're going to see what else. Yeah, the answers are out there. It does take time, research, looking things up, being discerning, of course, because everyone's different but the same. So if one thing doesn't pertain to you, it might pertain to somebody else, right? It's kind of like listening to this. Well, it's the same thing when you're researching. Take what makes sense to you personally, right? But being open to these messages is absolutely what's going to help you to find the answers. I have Sister of the Seasons reversed, cycles of growth, natural law, and divine order. Number 17 for those who care. This is reversed, but I'm showing it to you upright. So check it out. Don't forget to flip and flop should you need to. The Sister of the Seasons sends you a warning that you're trying to jump the gun and go from winter to summer without paying heed to spring, or skip from summer to winter without allowing the possibility of autumn. Moving too quickly, looking for shortcuts, and artificially trying to prolong a hoped for result will not yield you what you desire. There are no shortcuts. It's time to rethink your plans. All, all four sisters are nature's cherished daughters and are all important. Be careful of the difficulties they force you to endure when you try to trick them away from each other. Better to let nature take her course. Her daughters will be very happy, and so will you if you let them express themselves in order. Yeah, patience, 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 cycles, moving too fast, expecting things too fast. People need to slow down, be in the present, right? Ground yourselves, seriously needs to slow down. Okay, I have a new deck here, my Forest Elf Oracle. I'm going to give you a card here, see what that has to say. Show me for Gemini, please. What do we have for Gemini? The Mossy Path. Whoops. Oh, we had a whole bunch of them. The Mossy Path. And this is about... I can't even read this. It's so faint. Landing comfort in the journey, not just the destination. Oh, finding comfort in the journey, not just the destination. Yeah, slow down. Not everything is going to happen overnight. right? Slow down, slow your roll, people. All right, Grandma, I'm going to use her deck. Grandma, what do we got here for Gemini? Show me, please. Woo! Sadness. Yeah, loss. There's a lot of feminine in these cards, but it doesn't mean that you have to be a female. One deck is just feminine, so know that. It doesn't, there's no gender in tarot. Just know that, right? It can represent certain things possibly, but it doesn't, you know. And some money. Something about some money. Sadness. One more. Come through for me, Grandma. Yeah, lover. It's about the gentleman that we're talking about or something. Now, this would be a gender type card. I just said that it didn't deal with gender, but there is at times. More than likely, anywho. All right, I'm going to close it up with a few of these. Yeah, there's the gentleman card again. Yep. 7 of clubs and 2 of hearts. The lilies forecast a happy life, but family sorrow, if it's surrounded by clouds lying above the person, signifies a virtuous life. But when it's under, indicates immortality. I feel like there's things that are over. There's a gentleman there, exactly. This person, it's sad, but I feel like you're showing them the door. More of you than not. It's the gentleman. Sorry to say about that. There's a lot of stuff in here for you to go back and look at. Just remember that filling your own cup of love is, and making yourself happy and feel better is the way. So just know that, right? Be cool, man. Be kind, be patient, and please just be a good human. Thank you all for watching. Please smash that like, share, and subscribe button. Help a girl out. If anybody is interested in a personal reading, I am booking appointments right now. You can go under my page and under posts. I have my email and the information you need. We can chit chat and then you can decide however you want to do that. I can do this via Facebook Messenger, Zoom, Skype. However you want to do this is fine with me. I accept PayPal and Venmo. It's $50 a reading, and it's anywhere from a half an hour to 45 minutes long, depending on everything. So yeah, be cool. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.